My name is Lucretia Littleton, and lately all I hear on TV is impeachment, impeachment, impeachment. So when this assignment came up, no brainer, I decided to do a little digging and share with you what I learned. I'll be discussing the origin of impeachment, what is impeachment, impeachable offenses, and the history of impeachment. The first paragraph in Cass Sunstein's book, titled Impeachment, a Citizen Handbook, goes, and I quote, "After months of working and finally finishing the new American Constitution, Mrs. Powell asked a then 81-year-old Benjamin Franklin, 'Dr. Franklin, what have you given us, a monarchy or a republic?' To which he replied, 'A republic, if you can keep it.' After declaring independence from Great Britain in 1776 for unfair treatment, the colonies began to hammer out a new government of their own. They did not want a monarchy or a king. They already had that. They wanted a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. The new government would become the foundation for a national government that included a four-year term for president, electoral control, a system of individual rights, and a separation of power. And that would be a check and balance on each branch. What is impeachment, you ask? Well, Article 2, Section 4 of the United States Constitution provides for impeachment of any public official and gives directions on how impeachment should go. It's a two-part process. The first part is sponsored by the House of Representatives. That's the accusatory stage, where they file articles of impeachment, which are violations and abuses by the public official. The second stage is sponsored by the Senate, who holds a trial, just like you normally have a trial in court. At the end of the trial, either the public official will be acquitted or found guilty, and in case that he's found guilty, they will be removed from office. What are impeachable offenses, you ask? Impeachable offenses: treason, crimes of betraying one's country, adhering to their enemies and giving them aid and comfort. Bribery is the giving and receiving of bribes and the state of mind of the giver and the recipient. Its motive and intent are crucial. High crimes and misdemeanors is a catch-all phrase for abuses and violations, what the public is entitled to expect. It's a check on presidential wrongdoings, taking the forms of not just a mistake of judgment or controversial political choices, but of terrible abuses of power, according to Impeachment, a handbook by C.L. Black. Next, we have the history of impeachments. Thank you. Next, we have the history of impeachment. Most impeachments involve federal judges. The Senate has never impeached, convicted, and removed a president from office in over 230 years. According to E.D. Ross, in his book, The History of Impeachment of Andrew Johnson, he states the following impeachment proceedings. In 1868, President Andrew Johnson was impeached for violation of federal law called the tenure of office. In 1974, President Richard Nixon was impeached for obstruction of justice, abuse of authority, and failure to obey a subpoena. He resigned. In 1998, President Bill Clinton was accused of perjury and obstruction of justice, and he was acquitted. That's according to E.D. Ross. Thank you. Today we're on the brink of our fourth presidential impeachment. To impeach or not to impeach? That is the question. We are a country of very strong opinions, but we must weigh what is the truth against what is our opinion. And we must be willing to allow truth to lead us. According to E.D. Ross states, the power conferred by the Constitution to impeach and remove a president for cause is unquestionably a wise provision. I thank you for allowing me this time, and I hope that this helps you to navigate through the upcoming impeachment inquiry for President Donald Trump. And keep in mind, it's a republic if you can keep it. Thank you.